Okay, finally I find something vintage, truly vintage of the 60s. A classic in its own right of quality. Hey, you know what I just realized? This is an American Dart. This is not a model that was sold in Canada. It belong to one of you guys? What? Does it belong to one of you guys? No. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, oh yeah, of course, that was the 60s, the time when automobiles were kings of the road, design was everything. And actually, believe it or not, these cars were good on gas, believe it or not. And they were good on gas because it was a slant six cylinder. And something about that slant six made these cars more performing than other cars in their class, such as Ford Falcon, Corvair, and the Chevy A2 Nova. Actually, you know, it's funny, as before I started recording this, I was thinking I might have seen this car before, but thinking back about it, it was actually light yellow. That was many years ago, and that was in the winter, even, of all times. You know? Look at the style of that. Even compact cars back then had pizzazz, you know? Look at the way, you know, and it's interesting because this is the first time I filmed one of these Valiants, I think. And I'm a big fan of the 63, 64 Chryslers. Now, if you know old cars like me, right? The 63, 64 full-size Chryslers, Newports, Windsors, New Yorkers had the same styling right here. The same chrome strip, the same lifted up edge of the rear fender. It's not a coincidence, you know? And because this car is not clean and not mint, you can see that it's thoroughly enjoyed, which is what I love to see. Now, also something weird I noticed here. What the hell happened over here? Look at that dent. When the hell do you ever see an old car with a dent on the edge of the door, between the door and the window like that? Very unusual. And the inside? Inside looks very good. Very good. Well, the seats are torn, but whatever, that's to be expected with a car. Talking about a fucking car that's like, what, 50 years old? Can you believe that? 50 years old, this thing. Of course, I'm rocking my Roll Fast 47 here, of course. Man, oh man, somebody backed up into a fucking pole big time on this thing. That's a bit strange though about the rear window and the weather stripping, the rubber here. That's very unusual. It's supposed to be a chrome trim over here. And that's weird. Yeah, Dart. Yeah, this car came up from the States some time ago. You gotta look, see what she looks like underneath. Yeah, the last time I filmed a car similar to this was a Valiant that was in my neighborhood, and if you're loyal to my channel, you've probably seen it. It was a black Valiant, same design, silver stripes, and the guy had lived in my neighborhood nearby, but I haven't seen that car in the longest time. It's probably in the shop, who knows. Old cars, man, things break all the time. It's to be expected. Don't fucking buy an old car if you think that nothing's ever gonna break. Look at this beautiful street scene here in the Plateau Mont Royal. Trees are in bloom. It's good to be alive, especially after the horrific winter we had. I like how the building here, this old apartment building, townhouse, it matches with the Valiant. Except for those fucking, I don't know, one of you guys are going to tell me, what do you call these fucking things that are strapped down the poles there? I guess there's some kind of supports, I guess, but anyway. Anyway, pretty groovy, man. I'm freaking glad. I was going to slowly make my way home over here. Hey, you know what, man? That bumper is really needs polishing. Yeah. It's neat to see an American version of this. Like I said, these were not sold here. We only had the Valiant. Right on. Anyway, that's it, that's all. Adios, muchachos.